Congregations across the country are reconsidering what it means to be a worshiping community. They're asking hard questions about priorities and what is sustainable. They're looking at their resources and imagining new and bold ways of using them faithfully and generously.
While decline and limited resources are real struggles, many faith communities are finding remarkable ways to repurpose the lands, buildings, and funds in their care. In this moment of rapid cultural change, innovation is coming to the fore. When we at Lake Institute on Faith and Giving asked religious leaders what could help them move forward in this historic moment, they asked for stories.
Stories of religious communities that are thinking differently about their resources and how to better use those resources in ways that align with the mission and values. Stories that could spark imagination and help their own communities move forward. So we began collecting stories from across the country and put them together in an online resource called the Faithful Generosity Story Shelf. On the Story Shelf, you'll find dozens of vignettes of religious communities selling, sharing, and donating property. Stories of denominations returning land to indigenous communities. A story of Jews and Muslims sharing worship space.
You'll also find stories of innovative giving, like a congregation building tiny homes that low-income neighbors can rent to own. And you'll find stories of communities investing for impact, like a church that provides business mentors and grants to social entrepreneurs in its city, and many more stories like these.
The Story Shelf is a different kind of resource. These stories are not how-to manuals. Instead, they are sparks to ignite new imagination. In fact, we invite you to read a story very different from your own context, to imagine what is possible in your unique time and place, with your particular assets and resources, and in partnership with those in your own community.
You'll also find that these stories are very short, so you can bring one or two into a meeting and read them on the spot to start a conversation.
Our discussion guide offers questions to get that conversation going, like, what surprises you? Who did they partner with? Do we share the same values as the congregation in this story? We hope you will use the Story Shelf to spark imagination and conversation in your faith community.
Because, as these stories show, new life can grow when we use what we have in innovative and faithful ways to serve our ever-changing world.